What's up guys, QHA3 Austin here, and welcome back to part 2 of Let's Play Spider-Man 2002. So now we are going to find Uncle Ben's killer and deal with him. Okay, so more enemies in this room. This level's not that long, it's a couple rooms of regular enemies, and then it's a boss fight that's gonna be coming up. I find you definitely want to deal with the guys with guns first, because the bullets definitely pack a punch. But luckily, you do frequently find health items, and they do restore a lot of your health, if not all of it most of the time. Alright, so up ahead is another...
If you press the right thumbstick button...
We don't need to hear that. Basically, if you click the right thumbstick, you go into this mode, and you hit the left trigger, and you speed web to where you were aiming. But you can only do it when the spider icon is green. The reason we had to do it there is because there were steam pipes that were letting out steam, and if you ran into it, it was going to hurt a lot. So you had to do it to get through there quick enough. So here's a big battle room with a bunch of enemies, a lot of them with guns. They come in waves, and the ceiling is pretty high up, so it can be kind of difficult to see. Luckily, if you hit the left bumper, which on the original Xbox would have been the white button, you go into camera lock, which is where you can see... It just randomly picks an enemy that it will lock onto, so you can constantly keep track of them. It helps, especially in later levels.
Who's that? Circus.
So I think this is the guy we want. Okay, I wanted to try doing the web dome, but it didn't work. When I was practicing for this part, I accidentally activated it, even though I didn't really remember how to activate it. I think it was Y and left or right, I don't remember which. But basically, you get into this dome of webbing, and it'll explode and take out nearby enemies. It's a really nice thing to have. I just don't really remember how to activate it. So, I kind of addressed this in text last part, and I'm hearing it now. Yeah, I think because I'm doing this backward compatibly on Xbox 360, I think that there's a bunch of audio glitches. It isn't uncommon when you play a game backward compatibly for there to be some glitches. I think the audio in this game is very much affected, which kind of sucks.
You messed with the wrong guy.
Luckily, we can still hear the music. We can still hear the sound effects and the dialogue. Okay, there's the key we need. I don't know if we need to defeat all of the enemies in this section in order to move on. I guess we can try. Hey, cool. We can. Okay, so we're gonna skip those enemies now that we have the key. Okay, so this hall, there's steam going up this stairway, but if I get it right, we can just zip right up to the top. So that is... It's a very nice feature to have. The, web line zip thing. Okay. So now we're at the boss fight. This is Uncle Ben's killer. He has a shotgun, which hurts a lot.
Don't scare me, freak.
You can't really web this guy up. He gets out of it. Or if you try to, like... You can also shoot out, like, balls of web by hitting Y and up, but he always dodges that.
He's up there somewhere. I can hear him.
And then he'll throw out flashbangs
I can't see.
from time to time. This guy is a coward.
Gotta get away from this guy.
Ah, those flash grenades are nasty.
I find it works a lot to just web zip up to the ceiling when he throws out a flashbang. Because if you're down there while he activates it, it does actually affect you quite a bit.
I got you now, you jerk.
Like, let's show that off. Like that.
Grenades are nasty.
It gets really bright, and then it's red for a while.
Away from me.
But that's it.
No, you. Not you.
Stay back. I'm warning you, you psycho.
I could have stopped you at the fight promoter's office. I could have saved Uncle Ben.
Well, that's it for him. I would say for the most part, that scene went along with how it did in the movie, for the most part.
These are the years when a man becomes the man he's going to be for the rest of his life. Just be careful who you change into. You're feeling this power of becoming a man, and with this great power comes great responsibility.
Uncle Ben. Nothing could ever fill the hole left when he died. Those wounds never really heal. The beautiful redhead is Mary Jane Watson. The guy is Harry Osborn, my best friend. They stuck with me after Uncle Ben died. Harry's dad, Norman, was great too. He even let Harry and me stay in one of the apartments he owned after we graduated and moved into the city. I got a job with the Daily Bugle, taking pictures of myself. Life sure is strange sometimes. No matter how much you want to hold on to a moment, you can't stop time from moving on.
General Slocum has given Oscorp a week to prove that we can develop a working serum. Or we are going to lose the contract to Quest Labs, given how much we have invested in this research. Losing the contract could bankrupt Oscorp. I can only assume that Spider-Man relates to our problem in some way.
Yes, Mr. Osborn. As that video showed, Spider-Man possesses all the attributes our project hopes to create. We hypothesize that he has augmented spider DNA in his system and feel certain that an analysis of his blood will enable us to complete our serum. We can modify the hunter-killers to track this DNA signature and capture Spider-Man.
Do it.
Well, if I want to get paid this week, I'd better come up with some photos for Jonah. The city's been quiet, so I guess I'm gonna have to settle for some aerial acrobatics. I can get in some practice while I'm at it.
So this part is
I
basically
should start with
aerial
my web
combat
breaking.
training.
If I jump while I'm swinging, I can totally change.
I know I'm gonna be cutting him off
nice
a lot.
shots, but nothing JJ's
If
gonna
you
pay
jump
top
while
dollar
you're
for. I need
swinging.
to get a little fancier. That target I set up should do the trick. I'll just lock onto it and swing past it a couple of times. Huh. That was okay. But the shots need more action. This time, after I lock onto the target, I'll shoot some webbing at it. Since I'm locked on, I should be pretty accurate, even though I'm swinging.
Okay, let's do that.
Not bad. That should do it.
Alright, so that wasn't hard at all. And yes, Spider-Man is finally wearing his real suit now.
Okay, I have those shots for JJ. Now to get back to the Bugle, collect my money, and get my rent paid. Uh-oh. I don't know what that thing is, but something tells me it isn't friendly.
So we have to deal with Oscorp's, whatever these are, like these drone things. Oscorp basically has to develop...
These guys are really persistent.
Well, you saw in the cutscene, they have to develop a serum, and they want my DNA. I mean, Spider-Man's, you know, not my DNA. That's not... whatever. So this whole mission is basically a tutorial for aerial combat. So, of course, you see in the upper right corner how many we have left to defeat. If you lock onto them and then go up to them, you can punch them. But for some reason, I find you can't continuously do it. You can only get like one shot per time you go past the enemy.
So who do I know who has an army of flying attack bots?
I find a lot of the dialogue that Spider-Man just randomly says here to be really stupid. That's one of the... I think that was actually a thing that was criticized by even professional critics about this game, is that Tobey Maguire did not put on the best voice acting performance for this game.
You aren't from the future or something lame like that. They're lousy shots, but there sure are a lot of them.
Okay. I think it's probably about time to go find some health. There will be health and web things, refillers, on the rooftops. You just have to go and find them. And to be honest, I don't remember where all of them are. I think this one, in the cylinder thing between, there's a health. If you are low on web fluid, then it'll regenerate a little bit of it, even if you didn't find one of the blue webs, just so you can get like one shot off of it or something, and it'll regenerate. It basically you can still use it, but you can't like consistently use it. You just have like one turn, and then you gotta let it recharge just a little bit. Oh, I forgot I'm not even locked on. That might help. Alright, just these two left, and then that's it for this mission. Also, if you're swinging and you hit B, you can kind of do this web swinging kick.
Whew. That's the last of them. But who sent them?
Of course, Spider-Man doesn't know that Oscorp is owned by his best friend's father.
What's going on over here? Who the heck? He sure took off in a hurry. Yikes! Not so fast.
Come on, move it! This wall is coming down. Don't panic, boys. It was only a matter of time before we had to deal with Spider-Man. Let's take care of security and get some hostages.
We've got a situation here. We need backup.
Backup is on the way.
Don't know who this creep is, but he's easy to follow.
So now we're at the first level that has absolutely nothing to do with the plot line of the movie. So this is the Shocker's goons. Oh, we didn't really find his name out yet. Yeah, this is the Shocker, is the main guy, the one that looks yellow. So they're like heist people.
Right behind you.
And yeah. So we're gonna be fighting these guys for the next few levels.
Get your hands up.
So that was Spider Sense. And we have to go and take care of these bad guys. I didn't die in my practice run, nor did the people I have to save. I'm not really sure, but I think that if you die, even if it's like at the very end of the level, I think you have to start the whole thing over again. I don't think there's checkpoints. I don't remember, so don't quote me on that, but I don't think there's checkpoints, like, in the level.
So you must be Quilt Man, Padded Pete, Mr. Triple Ply? Oh, I've got it. The cushion.
I'm the Shocker. I tell you not to forget it, but you won't be around long enough to worry about that. Now say goodbye to Mr. Innocent Bystander, sucker.
How this idiot didn't see or hear any of that, I have no idea.
You really ought to pay more attention.
I mean, he must be the biggest idiot ever.
Shall we dance?
Anyway, so honestly, I think the Shocker is one of Spider-Man's most underrated villains. I think he's awesome. Okay, so we have to go and protect these guards now. Now, this hallway is a part where I like to use the thing. Again, it has to be green. You have to be a certain distance, or else it's not gonna work.
Don't mess with the best.
Oh, shut up.
Shall we dance?
Spider-Man just say wanna dance? Man, see, it's that kind of stupid crap that he says.
Dumb and ugly.
You're nothing special.
I think it's just these couple guys left.
I'm taking.
That's the last of the goons. Uh-oh, someone's coming.
That freak's made a mess of things. I got a score to settle now. Come on, boys. Let's get out of here.
And that's it for level 5. The subway station.
All right, listen up. Spider-Man's gonna be right behind us. When he gets down here, ambush him. There's no way we're giving up a score this big to some clown in red tights.
Looks like the welcome wagon's already here.
Okay, so next time in part 3, we'll be going to meet that welcome wagon that Spider-Man just mentioned. Unfortunately, the next couple levels are going to be sewer levels. Well, maybe just this one. I don't really remember. Either just this next one or the next 2 are going to be sewer levels. And we all know sewer levels in games suck. So, thank you guys for watching part 2. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in part 3. So until then, peace out.